watching Let's Chat.
RN is one that we have all looked to at some point in life thinking they're the ones that really do the heavy lifting. With all due respect to doctors, the nurses really help make sure that that train runs on time. We're here to talk about that now with Christine Erickson and Tammy Potter. Ladies, good morning to you both. Christine, tell me what the RN Residency Program is all about. You're the coordinator.
Yes.
Tell me what this program's all about.
Well, before I go with the what, let me tell you about the why. The transition for the new graduate nurse is often a difficult journey.
Sure.
So CHI Memorial believes that transition should be safe and a healthy transition for the resident to get into practice, or the new graduate nurse to get into practice. So we have an accredited residency program that allows them to transition into practice safely. It has multiple components, so like a classroom component to it, a didactic component. It also has simulation component, and then bedside time or clinical component as well, helping them to transition successfully.
Tammy, tell me where you come into play at all this.
I serve currently as the interim director of residency and accreditation at Memorial, which means I'm responsible for ensuring that the program overall runs smoothly, that we adhere to our standards, and I fit in with the nuts and bolts as well. We co-interview with new nurses coming in that are interested in the program, and it's a real team effort, and really it's an infusion of all our energy and time into these new graduate nurses.
Is this something new at CHI Memorial, or is this something that's been going on for a while? Tell me about that.
The residency has been in place for 4 years, started in 2015, and it's been progressing forward. It's growing. We have more nurses every year. It's really exciting. We have recently received our accreditation. That was last year. So we are in the process of even now looking toward the next accreditation and continuing to adhere to that gold standard for training programs.
All things being equal, how does this program help the proper candidate become a better RN, a more effective nurse, a more compassionate nurse?
Right. Well, as I stated, the transition to practice can often be quite difficult. Not only is it skill acquisition, learning how to do those things like IV starts and assessments, but it's also psychosocial as well, and understanding that responsibility and your role now as a nurse. So our curriculum is based on evidence. It's an evidence-based curriculum that is set forth by the American Nurses Credentialing Center that we adhere to, ensuring that we adhere to that gold standard and provide the best transition possible, as I said, through classroom time, through clinical, and other means as well.
And if you have spent any time whatsoever in a hospital setting, you know a lot of times the nurses are the one that have to think on their feet quickly. They have to take orders. They have to, in turn, relay orders, and they're kind of the quarterbacks for the whole healthcare team.
Exactly.
Yes, and this program really helps them get those skills that they need, those communication skills, those critical thinking skills, other skills that, yes, we touch on it in the academia or their school setting, but we really need to hone and sharpen those skills when they get now into clinical practice and help them understand how to do that.
How do you know if someone's a proper candidate for this?
Well, we have, as I said, an interview process. We sit down with them. We find out a little bit about what brought them into nursing, what interested them, why CHI Memorial interests them, and we do some questions just to kind of gauge a little bit of a clinical scenario, just to see how they think, just to see where their thought process is, and are they the kind of nurse that we are looking for at our facility.
And of course, healthcare, if you don't like where you're living and practicing right here, you can go 50 miles up the road and there's a whole other healthcare environment. This is literally all across the country. You have an open interview program coming up. Give us the details on that quickly.
Okay, the open interviews, the next one is we've got one the 24th and the 31st of May from 10 to 2 at CHI Memorial. You just come in the main entrance and they'll get you taken care of. If you are not able to make one of those, you can schedule your own. You go on the memorial.org to the careers link. There's a tab to the residency program, and you can sign up.
Sounds good. Christine, Tammy, thank you both very much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Listen, if you've been thinking about doing this, now is the time. And again, check out the website. Set up your one-on-one interview at memorial.org. That's memorial.org. You can hit